ladies and gentlemen. I'm here on the show, and we're going to talk about some NFL news. We're right to it here. So, from more via Jordan Renaud, Giants reporter, the Giants will continue with Tommy DeVito as their starting quarterback for Monday night's matchup at MetLife Stadium against the Green Bay Packers. So, Tyrod Taylor come off, I believe, injured reserve or whatever, but the Giants are going to continue to roll out with Tommy DeVito as the starting quarterback. I mean, not too much of a surprise here. He's been playing pretty well the last few weeks, so he definitely deserves to keep starting until he has a bad game. Because if he has one more bad game, they might just put back in Tyrod Taylor. But they might want to keep losing, so it might not be a bad idea to keep Tommy DeVito on there. Going against a good defense in Green Bay on Monday night. So we have some Week 14 playoff scenarios. So for Week 14, Dallas Cowboys 9-3 versus Philadelphia 10-2 Sunday night at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time NBC. Dallas will clinch a playoff berth with a Dallas win plus Minnesota loss or tie, plus a Green Bay loss or tie, plus Seattle loss, plus Tampa Bay loss or tie, plus Detroit win or tie, plus LA Rams loss or tie, as long as Green Bay and Minnesota don't both tie, or 2 Dallas win plus Minnesota loss or tie, Green Bay loss or tie, plus Seattle loss, plus Tampa Bay loss or tie, plus Detroit win or tie, plus no loss, plus a New Orleans loss, or tie. As long as Green Bay and Minnesota don't tie, or Dallas win plus Minnesota loss or tie, plus Green Bay loss or tie, plus Seattle loss, plus Tampa Bay loss tie, plus Detroit win or tie, as long as Green Bay and Minnesota both don't tie. So those are the Dallas Cowboys. They clinch a playoff berth with all that I just read. So the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia clinches with a Philly win plus Seattle loss or tie, or a Philly win plus LA Rams loss or tie, or a Philly win plus a Green Bay loss or tie, plus a Minnesota loss or tie, or Philadelphia win plus Green Bay loss or tie, plus a Detroit loss, or a Philly tie plus a Rams loss plus Seattle loss, or Philadelphia tie plus LA Rams loss plus Minnesota loss or tie, or Philadelphia tie plus Rams loss plus Green Bay loss or tie, or Philadelphia tie plus Seattle loss plus Minnesota loss or tie, or Philadelphia tie plus Seattle loss plus Green Bay loss or tie, or the Philadelphia tie plus Minnesota loss plus Green Bay loss. So that's Philadelphia's playoff berth clinch scenario. San Francisco versus Seattle. They clinch a playoff berth with a win plus a Green Bay loss, or a San Francisco win plus Minnesota loss, or a San Francisco win plus Green Bay tie plus Minnesota tie. So those are some NFC scenarios there with the Cowboys, Eagles, and 49ers clinching playoff berths. Some scenarios for Week 14. So we have some news regarding Trevor Lawrence's injury last night. The Jaguars' star quarterback, Jaguars head coach Doug Peterson, he told reporters today that QB Trevor Lawrence has a high ankle sprain. It was a first listed as a sprained ankle, but it's a high ankle sprain, so pretty much an ankle sprain for Trevor Lawrence. Don't know how long he'll be out. Certainly not the worst news, because it looked horrible. It looked worse than a sprained ankle. With how he got rolled up, it could have been a knee, a fracture. He's got time to recover at least. He's not out, say, like Joe Burrow, like out for the season. It takes like 4 weeks minimum to heal. It is bad, but it could have been a lot worse. He's going to likely be at like 4 weeks with that. Hopefully he heals up soon, because that's a big loss for Jacksonville, because their backup quarterback isn't that great in C.J. Beathard. But it will depend. Depending on how severe will determine the time of the healing with the injury. It's going to be like 4 or so weeks, 3 to 4 possibly. And also we have another injury. Jaguars wide receiver Christian Kirk suffered a core muscle injury, and according to Doug Peterson, is now expected to miss some time. Man, another injury. Man, Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence going to be out for a few weeks, and now Christian Kirk's going to miss some time with an injury. So it might be 3 to 8 weeks or longer. So, Jags definitely got hit hard with injuries. And Christian Kirk's injury likely will require surgery. So, Trevor Lawrence is going to be out quite a few weeks. Like 4 or so weeks, and Christian Kirk getting surgery will probably require him to miss a few weeks of play. So, Jags are getting hit hard with the injury bug. So this morning we got some news regarding the Patriots running back. Test showed the Patriots running back Rhamondre Stevenson suffered a high ankle sprain, and he is now expected to miss, in the words of a source, a few weeks. You might as well just rest him for the rest of the year and not risk another injury while you're taking. Might as well not risk another injury. It's pretty much the same injury as Trevor Lawrence. So they're probably both going to be out like 4 or so weeks. I'd honestly rest Rhamondre the rest of the season, not risk further injury, and just have him ready for next season. So a former 49ers first-round pick, Reuben Foster, who has played for the USFL's Pittsburgh Maulers after spending time in the NFL with San Francisco and Washington, is scheduled to work out Wednesday for the Miami Dolphins. Now, that's a name I haven't heard in a while, Reuben Foster. So it looks like he might be back in the NFL. Will he be good? I don't know. And apparently, the allegations, whenever it was, years ago, his ex came out and said she lied. So maybe he'll get a comeback in the league. Who knows? And apparently, one reason could be in the market for linebacker depth. Jerome Baker suffered an MCL injury. Miami's linebacker said he's now considered week to week at this point. So you gotta do what you gotta do to get some depth. At that position. So that's all from Adam Schefter. Dog Cleveland hasn't reported anything for 2 days. That's where I get most of my stuff from. So now we have to look at Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, and other NFL stuff. So I don't know what's going on with Dolph Cleveland. He's kind of slacking right here recently. So the Texans, the hashtag Texans waived defensive end Kerry Hyder per The Wire. Did he wave back? So some other moves as well. The 49ers waived running back Tyrion Davis-Price and Matt Barkley cleared waivers. Hyder was cut to make room for Greger, who was traded from the Broncos. Texans need pass rush help bad. He was a solid player for the Texans, but they really need to get a better player. Davis-Price was a poor choice in the draft. They even at the time didn't need more running backs, so, yeah. And the Texans also officially placed wide receiver Tank Dell on injured reserve. Hopefully he comes back stronger next year. Now the Lions have placed defensive lineman Elaine McNeil on injured reserve. He's going to be out at least 4 weeks. Maybe they can bring in Ndamukong Suh for a few weeks. Maybe to split with whoever the other defensive tackle is between snaps. Sources. Long-time versatile defensive back Logan Ryan is signed with the 49ers, a potential big-time addition for December in their platform. Most recently with the hashtag Bucks and hashtag Giants, he landed in San Francisco. Man, the Niners and Eagles get everyone out of freaking free agency. I mean, I'm going to say they're getting stronger, because Shaq Leonard's kind of washed. He wouldn't have even started on this defense. Like, it would take snaps away from Marquise Bell and Damone Clark, who've been great at linebacker. So, I mean, I'm not really panicking. I mean, Logan Ryan's decent, but come on, he ain't gonna be too big of an impact. But he's a 2-time Super Bowl champ and adds leadership and experience to their secondary. We'll see. That might be it from Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter with some news. And veteran defensive tackle Tyson Ololalu is signing with the Lions per his agent, and they're signing him basically because of Lee McNeil on injured reserve, who he has a knee injury, by the way. So it's a knee injury from Lee McNeil, in case you're wondering. And Josiah Anderson said, I'm told the hashtag Jets are signing QB Brett Ripien off Seattle's practice squad, and they're releasing Tim Boyle. They're going from Tim Boyle to Brett Ripien. Yeah, good luck with that. So the Rams cut him. Now after he started, at Green Bay. Now Tim Boyle gets cut for making his second start. They're making room for Ripien. Might as well just start Zach Wilson at this point. I guess they're not going to. Alright, that's really all to say for the NFL news. That's all that's really reported. So until next time, peace.